Good morning, guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Bram. I talk about all things fashion, luxury, lifestyle, shopping, and travel. So if those are things that are interesting to you, I would love it if you would hit subscribe and become a member of my growing YouTube family. All right, guys. Oh my God, I'm tired. I even got coffee today, but it's like almost too hot. Does that make sense? It's almost too hot for iced coffee. Like I need a drink, like a juice or water or something. I've been really bad about carrying my water with me lately because I haven't wanted to like carry it. I don't know, that's an excuse. But anyway, I don't know if the air is like really loud or whatever. We are about to go into a few different townhouses. So I'm excited to bring you guys with me. Oh, that's an interesting tree. That's okay.
I can't find the AC.
That's so weird. It's so odd.
Right here. This is just
I know. That's why this one's the hottest one. But it's here somewhere because there's that eco. It's on there. All right, guys, I'm back. I had to sit in here for a second and like cool off because it is so hot. It is so hot. And I'm still exhausted. Ugh. Okay, so what has happened since we spoke last? Not much. That's why we haven't spoken, because I have just kind of been at home. It's really hot outside, so like there are days that I want to like get up and do things with you guys, but I'm like, how often do you guys really want to see the mall? Because unless I go to like a different mall somewhere else, I just don't know if it's interesting to you guys because it is hot and we're not like outside doing things, to the point where like even poor Carol hasn't been anywhere, and I think she's going crazy. I think she's been gaining a little bit of weight. She is a little chunky, and it's not like really from eating. I really believe that it's, you know, I mean, she's fixed, right? And obviously us women have it way harder than men for the most part usually. But yeah, I think that it's just because of her lack of like movement. Like we haven't been going to the dog park or doing anything. So anyway, I feel bad for her, but we haven't been going out because it is really freaking hot outside, like really, really hot. So that being said, you probably already saw the 3 places. So let's talk about them. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I can see the appeal, like underneath. It just, all 3 of them need a lot of work, honestly. Some more than others of the 3. Like there's definitely, like, I felt like the last one that I showed you was literally not touched at all. Like since it's been like built, like nobody ever did anything to it. And then I feel like the second one, it also needed a lot of work, but they definitely added like that bedroom downstairs. But the bedroom, it was just kind of odd. And I was telling my realtor, it was like, you know, I feel like I'm looking at New York real estate, because the way that they're just kind of like weirdly put together is very much how it is in New York, where you just put things where you can because of the lack of space. And I think that's the case here as well, because if you are buying something with a lot of space, like either you are in an area that I don't want to be in because there's a lot of space, like more south of here, or you know, you're just in an area that you can have a big brand new house and you know it's affordable, or you are in a place where there is literally no, like, you know, every inch is like precious because there is not a lot of space. So either way, we're in a position where we have to pick and choose, I guess. And I've already talked about this. For me, I'd rather a good neighborhood versus, and for me, I mean good neighborhood being like a semi-walkable neighborhood. I would like a very walkable neighborhood, but I don't know if I'm going to get that. Considering one of the downfalls of what I'm finding in like South Beach area, for example, is just in my price range, is like a lot of them are 2-bedroom versus 3, and in general a lot of the townhouses are 2-bedroom versus 3, and then, you know, with 3-bedroom jumping up significantly in price. I don't know. Also, there's a lack of parking spots. So that's another thing that I've found, is that when we were looking at the townhouses last time that I showed you guys, there was no actual parking spots, which is like you get a plaque for the neighborhood. So after a certain time, like beachgoers or people visiting the neighborhood can't park there because they don't have a permit that says that they live in the neighborhood. But it's still going to be one of those things where you have to get in at a certain time to get a good spot and whatever. And that's like, for that, move back to the city. I mean, you know, it's just, that's too New York for me. And yeah, one of the benefits of not living in New York is being able to park without, you know, you don't have to like search for a spot for hours or sit in your car waiting for people to move or whatever. So I don't know. Anyway, those 3 places were a decent price. They were decent, but again, they are very much to me like they're kind of like an old-fashioned. I know that like on Instagram and stuff, people make fun of like New Yorkers who go other places and try to associate it like to New York or try to like, you know, make the connection. And I just think it's because yeah, I know that we do that. It's very much like an old rundown, like not an old rundown. I won't want to say that. It's not rundown. They remind me very much of like when I was looking either in Westchester for houses or in Jersey, and they're just older houses built in like the 50s or the 60s, and you know, the floors are slightly warped and things are just not perfect. And that's kind of what it is. But again, you know, I have to kind of figure out what means the most, what I can live with and what I can't, I guess. So the 3 are good. I'm going to show them, I don't know about good, but I'm going to show them to my husband and see what he says. I do think that for townhouses, they do have quite a bit of space, which is nice. And the first 2 had 4 bedrooms, even though they were all changed over to 4 bedrooms. So the 4th bedroom on the first floor was added later. But I do think that there's like, I don't know. There was good and bad in all of them. All 3 of them are assigned 1 spot, which is not good. But the 3rd one that we saw did have space to park an extra car or 2. I don't know. It depends on what fits. But that is something that is interesting. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. We will see. We'll see what he says. There's a few more places that I am hoping to look at in the next few weeks, and we're not in a rush anyway, so it's fine. So yeah, so it might be quite a long journey that you guys and myself are going on in terms of finding this elusive, perfect house to live in. Other than that, what have I been doing since we spoke last? I have, like I said, been doing nothing because it has been very, very hot, but I did get my nails done and I got a whole new shape. So tell me what you guys think. I'm actually loving it. I used to get square, like literally for a million years. I've been doing my nails since 96, no lie, like without any breaks except for COVID. Even then, at some point, my husband's friend's wife started doing it out of her home. And so at some point, you know, I got them again. And lashes, right? So those are my 2 things, as you guys know. But besides like maybe 6 months or maybe even a little bit less with during COVID, I've had nails on since 96. And in the beginning, I used to do square, and I even did like the super curved nails for a long time and all of that stuff. And for the last, like, I want to say, well, around 13, I started doing coffin shape, and I stuck with that for a very long time. And then I guess, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, I started with the like the round-ish. But I just went back to square, and I'm actually really liking them. So this will probably stay for a little while. What I like about them is that there's more surface space for designs. So I feel like they stand out a little bit more, and I love my nails. So you guys know that. But tell me what you guys think. Do they look what I was concerned about was that maybe they look too young for me. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Do they look too young? I mean, I don't really subscribe to the whole age thing. I wear what I want when I want to. But yeah, sometimes I wonder, I'm like, do I look like I'm like pretending, or like I'm trying something out that really isn't me because I want to look young or whatever, even though I know in my heart that's not true, because obviously I've been doing nails longer than a lot of people have been alive. So I know that it's not true, but you know what I'm saying. Not that I care about what anybody thinks, but I'd like to know your thoughts. And what else have I done? Yesterday I dyed my hair again. I think I'm honestly about at like every 2 weeks having to do my grays at this point. My hair is growing really fast, which is great, but because of that, the whole like hairline turns white every 2 weeks, and I need to get it done. My husband thinks that I should let it grow in and see what I look like with gray hair, but I don't think I'm ready for that. Like, I think men, it's easy for them. Like, women don't care. They still look great with gray hair. Like, none of it matters, the silver fox and all that. But, you know, women, we have a lot more to, I think, live up to, which really sucks, and it's a burden as you get older, for sure. Speaking of that, I am going to book my Botox appointment, and I will take you guys with me so you can see like what I do. I know that a lot of you that I speak to have not gotten Botox yet, so I'll bring you along and show you just kind of how, you know, the spots and how it looks. Not that you haven't seen other YouTubes or videos about Botox, I am sure, but I will take you and kind of bring you along on that appointment with me. We're probably going to go maybe in about 2 weeks or so. I have to schedule that today, and but it's definitely time. I think it's pretty much all worn off, but I do get like fine lines around my eyes, and I have the 11s over here. Not really. They actually look better. I feel like they were more pronounced before I started getting Botox regularly, because I do go like this a lot. But I don't know. I really think that, I know that they're talking about like preventative Botox is not really a thing. So I know that they say that preventative Botox is not necessarily a thing and that it doesn't really work. However, I don't think that's the case. I do think that, I understand that they're saying that it makes it so that some of the muscles go lax and maybe don't hold your skin as much. I don't know. But I do think that it is, at some point, it is necessary. Maybe not in your 20s or whatever, but I do think that I have gotten less wrinkles, or not as deep, over the years, because I started in my mid-30s. And yeah, so and you know, because I haven't continued to move my face the way that I was moving it, like you know, like knitting my brow and things like that, I do think that I have ended up with less lines in general, and definitely less deeper lines, for sure. Anyway, so yeah, so I'll take you guys with me on that one. What else? I think that's it, guys. All the aging stuff. Yeah. All right. So anyway, that being said, I am. What am I gonna do now? I don't know. It's. I think my daughter's friend is coming over later, so I do have to be home around like sometime in the afternoon. The good news is that we are waiting for my package today to come in, which is super exciting. And this is the very, very special bag that we have been waiting for I want to say almost 2 months now. It is finally out for delivery, and I am so excited. So I can't wait to show you guys that. But I don't know what time it's going to actually be here, because there's not like a window. It just says anytime before 11, anytime before 7, and it's only 11:45. So I have a feeling that I have a long day of waiting ahead of me. Of course. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know what else we're gonna do. We might go to, I was thinking about heading to the mall, maybe getting something to eat or something. I am very thirsty, So I was thinking about getting myself a Coke because I'm exhausted, and I don't want to go back to sleep, obviously. I already had half a coffee, but I feel like it's, yeah, like I told you guys, I think it's just a little too hot for coffee today. Even though it's iced coffee, I know that, but I just feel like it's a little too hot for it. Like I need something else. So that something else is going to be a Coke. We're going to go to McDonald's. We're going to get a Coke. I hope that it's good. And from there, I don't know. I don't know. I was going to say maybe we'll bring Puppy to daycare, but I don't think so. I think maybe later in the week we'll do that. I do think that she needs to go, but maybe we'll bring her to the mall and just like let her walk around a little bit because she does need to walk. So yeah, so let's go get a Coke and then we'll figure out what else we're gonna do today. Guys, does anybody in Miami actually work? Because I try to avoid the malls on weekends because like parking is a pain in the ass and all of that stuff. So I usually come like weekdays. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday afternoon and I can't find a freaking spot at the mall. Like, and there's like lines to get spots. Like, who works here? Does anybody work here? It's so weird to me. I mean, I don't work, but like, I guess it's just the norm to not work here. I don't know. But apparently I'm not the only one who attempts to go to the mall on weekdays. So we are just circling right now looking for a spot because if I can't find a close enough spot, I'm gonna give up. I just wanted to pop into Zara and I want to do the closest door to Zara because I really don't want to walk around the mall. I'll be completely honest. I don't want to spend money like that. So I just wanted to see what was going on in Zara because we know that things change from day to day in Zara. And yeah, and also I'm trying to kind of kill time because I'm waiting for my very, very special package. And and it's going to be a very, very long day of waiting impatiently for my bag if we don't do something else while we're waiting and kill time. So yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna try to follow this lady. Okay, I think we got a spot. Yes.
There's something cute about the blue also. You want me to get it for you?
All right, guys. So we just went into Zara. I got just a little something, but it was crazy in there because I guess the sale. I didn't remember that it was the sale. To be honest, I avoid the sale. I know it's good deals, but it just like stresses me out a little bit because nothing is where it's supposed to be. Like I found a few cute things, but not in my size, and they weren't with the things that were like things. Like it was like somebody just picked it up and like put it down. So there was quite a few things that were cute, but yeah, but I couldn't find the piece at all, like where it came from. So I got a pair of sweatpants, so I'll show you when we get back to the house. And I think we'll maybe pick up something to eat real quick and before we get home, and then obviously we are waiting for that package, which is why I'm trying to distract myself with other things today. So yeah, all right, let me get the car on and switch it back to the video, because you won't hear me. Like when it transitions over, I lose the sound. So I'll be back. All right, guys. All right, the question is, where are we going to eat at? That is the question. I think I'm just gonna get something to bring home with me. Although, sometimes I don't look at the side of my head when I'm like doing my ponytail, and then I end up with like, whatchamacallit? Like bald spots. So, all right, so I don't know what to eat. I'm hungry, but so I'm back on the shot. However, I'm on, I think I told you guys, I'm on Zepbound, in like the generic version of Zepbound instead of Trizepatide, which is the generic version of Mounjaro. And I don't know yet, I can't say, but I was on like a 12.5 dosage of Mounjaro or Trizepatide, and this version is I'm on the very least amount on whatever I'm on right now. So basically, all I can really say about that is that I am a little bit hungry. Like it has calmed down the cravings. I'm trying to be good, but I'm definitely not like full force with no appetite anymore. I would say that it has me like, basically what you feel like when it's fully working, you have no appetite or just a very small appetite. But what it also does is it eliminates your cravings for almost everything, to be honest. Like you really don't want to, a lot of times you don't want to do anything. Like at least when I was on Ozempic, it really, I spoke about this, I believe, it really affected my mood, and I just didn't want to do anything. Like I didn't want to work, I didn't want to talk to people, I didn't want, like it completely like takes away like your joy in everything, which is why I didn't like Ozempic so much. Although I think for the weight loss, it is worth it to a certain extent, depending on how much you have to lose, you know. I don't see why people will go on it to lose 10 pounds or whatever, like, or like thin people want to lose weight on it. Like I think it's not worth it for the mood changes, in my opinion. But if you have a lot to lose, then, and it's going to get you healthy, then yes, it is worth it. I feel like I don't know, so I don't know how this one is going to be. It hasn't really, I don't know if it's messing with my mood. I don't think so. Like I think with Ozempic, I was very, like, I couldn't even hold a conversation or anything. So I don't think that that's the case, but I do feel like, I don't want to do anything, but it could just be the heat. Like there's other factors involved, you know? But I'm not 100% with, like my appetite is not completely gone. I feel like it's a little bit more in control than it was on nothing. Like, you know, I feel a little bit of the effects, but we're not fully back yet. So I am hungry right now. It is 2 o'clock. I also did have something at Starbucks this morning. However, today is Tuesday and I take my shot again tomorrow. So what I find is when I'm on a small dosage, like in the beginning of things, yeah, by like the last day, you start to feel hungry again. So that will probably, if I'm gonna stay on the Zepbound, that will probably be a while before I get like fully back into like at a higher dose, because you have to wait a certain amount of weeks in between to start to like, you know, go up in dosage. Anyway, so that being said, am I going the right way? I don't know if I'm going the right way, to be honest. I hate when I come out like the back of the mall, because then I don't really know what I'm doing and where I'm going. Oh, I do have to go this way. Okay. So anyway, yeah. That being said, I definitely gained some weight. So I told you guys I gained about 10 pounds or so, like not being on. I'm also very quick to gain weight, so that doesn't surprise me. And I hold a lot of like water and stuff like that. So I, like nothing in Zara fit me. I could tell the difference of that 10 pounds. It all went back to my stomach. So yeah, and my, well, I maybe stomach, butt, thighs, all of that stuff. So yeah, so nothing was really fitting me on the bottom. So yeah, so I wasn't really in the mood to shop, and that could be another reason why I've been like blah or whatever, because I was feeling really, really good. And quite honestly, that month and a half was, I don't know about not a good idea, but yeah, maybe not a good idea to go off. Although it did open my eyes to the fact that I need to figure something out, because once this is no longer something that I can count on doing, because at some point I'm gonna have to get off, I have to figure out like how I'm going to function, yeah, when I'm hungry like a normal person again, you know. Okay, so let's head home. I'll show you what I got, and we'll wait for that package. All right, guys, so this is what I see. They are, like I said, it's like a little tight right here, but I don't think that they're bad. They're a good length. I do really like the color. Obviously, it says the White Lotus right there. And yeah, oh, the reason I also like them is because on the inside, they're not that like fuzzy sweatpant material. They are like almost like a terry cloth. So they're thick, which I thought would be good to like hide bumps and stuff like that. But they are not too hot because that felt is not in there. So anyway, you know what I'm talking about, like that sweatpant fuzzy material that some of them have on the inside. So these are like a good pair of like summer sweats, which I'm all about, as you know. All right, so that's what we're looking at. Guys, I'm laying here waiting for the UPS guy. It is, okay, we made our appointment for Botox. So, hold on. I just had, I picked up Subway on the way home. And so I had a tuna sandwich. So I saved half for my daughter. She's sleeping. She's napping right now. And Steven is in the blanket right over here. I think Carol must be in bed with my daughter because she didn't even like get up to, she didn't even hear the door when I came in. And yeah, so this package is still out for delivery. I feel like it's like Christmas morning and I'm like waiting. I'm just like waiting to open presents. It's like a good feeling, but it's also highly annoying. Like I wish I was like the first stop of the day or whatever. Anyway, yeah, so we made our appointment for Botox. So that is on the 16th. So like I said, I'll film that stuff as well. And yeah, it's a new place. So my friend, I told you, she left the other place. She quit and she's working somewhere else now. So I'm hoping that this lady's as good as the other lady because I really, really liked her. You know, I don't know what their stuff is, you know, that happened or whatever, but I really thought she was great at what she does. And so that's a hard one to move on from, but I'm hoping that this new lady is just as good because, yeah. I think that the main thing is that I don't want, like I have some old pictures where my eyebrows are like crazy, and at some point I'll show you guys some old pictures, but I think that even though I want more arched eyebrows, she was right to leave them where they are. I think I look younger that way. I think that, you know, you look older when your eyebrows are like, you know, like all the way up there. If that's not your facial structure, you know, it just looks like you have Botox, you know, and a lot of it. So I think this is better, but I'm definitely, like we're completely moving now. All right, so the 16th, so that's 2 weeks from now. We're gonna get that done, which I'm excited about. And what else? I think that's it, guys. I'm just sitting here. It looks like it's about to pour. I would love to take a nap, but I will not sleep tonight if I do take a nap. I do need to go get to the supermarket. I think, so I was talking to my daughter about it. I think that we're going to go, oh, I hear puppy. She's coming. Puppy. Puppy! Puppy's here. Hi, baby. I missed you. I just missed you so much. No. Where were you? Where did you go? I missed you. I missed you, my baby. I've been here. Where were you? My sweet baby. I missed my baby. Yes, right, my sweet girl. Right, my baby. Right, my baby. We're going to continue to wait until this package shows up, but I'll let you know when it does. Bye. Guys. Okay, so I went downstairs. I just finished filming, so I'm in my little filming space right now. And I just, if you watch my other videos, like if you are subscribed, which you should be, you will have already seen what it was that I unboxed. But so I'm already I'm still mic'd up and all that stuff. So I'm leaving it that way so that I can show you guys, because I had a delivery while I was filming from Instacart, and I need to go out there and get the food inside. I didn't want to stop the, get out of my mojo. I was in the moment, All right, guys. And I did a real unboxing. So it was perfect timing. My daughter has a friend over. They're in the gym. And so it was perfect timing to unbox. Okay, guys, can you hear it? Can you hear it? It is this beautiful Speedy. So if you watch me, if you've watched me before, if you've seen a lot of my videos, you would know that this was very high up on my list to repurchase, because I had it probably 18, I want to say 18 or 19, and I definitely sold it, I want to say in 19 or early 20 maybe. I definitely sold it before the prices skyrocketed, and immediately I was so annoyed with myself for doing that. So here it is, my beautiful fringe Speedy from 2006 multicolor collection. So yeah, if you want to see the real unboxing and stuff and story time about this, then go check out my unboxing video, which is probably a few videos before this. And yeah, so I am going to inspect it now because I have not inspected it yet. So I want to take a look and just make sure that everything is in order. I briefly looked over it. It looks good to me. It is definitely, you can tell there's a big water spot there. But as I was saying in my unboxing video, this is something that down the line at some point I would definitely think about sending in to get the vachetta redone. I don't know if that's possible because of the way that they did this. And I know sometimes they don't have the pieces left. I think that all of this stuff should be easily replaced, but I don't know. So we'll do that one day. But for now, she's my baby, and she is going to be used quite a bit. So yeah, she definitely does need to be shaped a bit. I want to say that this was probably in somebody's closet for a very long time, under piles of stuff, because it is definitely needs to be stuffed and yeah, reshaped if possible. It's definitely a little bit messed up, which sucks because the original one that I did have, it wasn't new, but it was in excellent condition. It was in much better condition than this, although I don't think this is bad condition. The one that I sold was definitely in pristine condition, but the reason I sold it was because it was very loud. So again, if you want a story time, go over there where I unbox it and kind of talk about all the things with you guys. But yes, I was so excited. I am so excited, guys. Okay, now I can relax because I've literally been waiting the entire day. It's 7 o'clock. Is it? Yeah, it's 7 o'clock. I have been waiting the entire day for this to show up. And I am so happy that now it is safe. And I'm going to go put my stuff in it, and I'm going to use it tomorrow. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going to find some place to go to use it. And I have a spot in the closet for it, all set up on the shelves. So I'm going to go play with my bag a little bit. And I think that's it. So I'm going to end this vlog here because I believe it is a relatively long one already, since we went and saw like a bunch of places earlier today that I took you along with and showed you. So we'll touch base on the next one, guys. If you have made it this far, I truly appreciate you. You have no idea. And I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. We're very close. So in the next, like, I don't know, in one of the next videos, I'm going to put together a giveaway once we hit 3,000, and I will let you guys know all the details of that as soon as I figure it out, because I'm thinking about like what to do right now. But it will obviously, it will be for, people that have already subscribed plus new subscribers. It will be making sure that you subscribe on all my platforms, YouTube, Instagram, and the one that I have like 2 followers on at this point because I'm like literally never over there, but I need to start, is TikTok. So it'll probably be across the 3 platforms. So yeah, but I'll let you know the details, but you might as well get a head start and subscribe now if you haven't already. And other than that, I am going to put up my Instagram handle one more time. If you liked this content, a thumbs up would be very, it's important. It's important to the algorithm. It's important for my videos to get pushed out, and it means a lot to me, honestly. And other than that, I'm going to put a video right down here just in case you haven't already seen it, but you would like to. And that's it, guys. I will see you guys in the next one.